Welcome back to Waverly, everybody. Colin Nimrod has taken the hill for the Decorah Vikings. And statistically, he has been the best pitcher for Decorah this year. Nimrod making his 14th appearance, his 12th start, 10-2 with a 1.27 ERA. Opponents hitting 173 against him. 66 innings, 47 hits, 12 earned runs, 12 walks, and 68 strikeouts. Nimrod has appeared in 2 of the 3 games against Charles City this year. Nimrod is 1-0, 6 2/3 innings, giving up 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 0 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Comets took the first meeting between these two teams on the 20th of June, a game that was scheduled for Charles City but played in Decorah. That was a 3-0 final. And shutouts have been a rarity for this Decorah team. Decorah has only been shut out once this year, 3 times in the last 2 seasons, 67 games, and 5 times in the last 3 seasons, and that goes back to 106 games. Going to get things going a couple of minutes early for this one, but nothing wrong with that, as Tyler Labarge will be the opening batter for Charles City. Labarge at .330 with 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 8 RBI. Colin Nimrod is on the hill, and we are ready to go as we get things going at 4:58. The first pitch is a breaking ball for a strike to Labarge, and it's no balls and 1 strike.
4:57 p.m.
Labarge was 4 for 8 with 2 RBI against Viking pitching this year. The pitch swung on in a chopper. Nimrod off the mound, fields on the third base side, and throws on to Hartman at first base. 1 up, 1 down here in the first inning. Decorah defensively, Cole Sweska left, Jake Hovden center, and Brighton Meyer in right. Dustin Carey at third, Brett LaRue at short, Brady Dolly at second, Chris Hartman at first, Kyle Kane behind the plate, and Colin Nimrod on the hill. Sam Lipke is a .341 hitter with 4 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 8 RBIs. He swings and misses at the first one from Colin Nimrod. No balls, 1 strike. Lipke 2 for 7 against Viking pitching this year. The 0-1 delivery, chopper towards third, fielded even with the bag by Dustin Carey. He'll throw across the diamond, and 2 up, 2 down here in the first inning. A couple of ground ball outs retire the first 2 Comets. 2 down, nobody on for Dylan Isaacson, hitting .389 with 9 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 13 RBI. Isaacson has hit safely in 6 straight games, 9 for 19 with a double, a home run, and 5 RBIs in that time. And Collins starts him with a strike, 0-1. This is the first time since 2010 that these two teams have met in the postseason. That one was a dandy in New Hampton, the 0-1. Smacked foul, third base side over the head of Coach Tyler Downing in the third base box. No balls and 2 strikes. Charles City ended up winning that game in a sub-state game 3-2. They got their first 4 batters on, 3 of them scored, and Landon Ashbacker came in, now the assistant coach for the Vikings, and shut down the Comets, but they got enough in the first as that one flowing down the right field line, angling into foul ground is Brighton Meyer. He makes the catch to retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down here in the first inning. 1/2 inning done, Charles City nothing, and Decorah coming to bat. Sam Lipke goes to the hill for Charles City, the only pitcher to shut out Decorah this year. Lipke held Decorah to a season-low 4 hits. 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. His numbers against Decorah, his overall numbers on the season. This is his 12th start, his 13th appearance. He's 5-6 with a 4.10 ERA. Opponents hitting .296 against him, 54 2/3 innings, 71 hits, 32 earned runs, 19 walks, and 43 strikeouts. Comets defensively, Johnny Etherington in left, Caleb Hageman in center, Dallas Niels in right, Tyler Labarge at third, Nate Lasher at short, Nate Manning at second, and at first base, Levi Miller. Dylan Isaacson behind the plate, and Sam Lipke, junior right-hander on the hill. Colin Nimrod will start things against him. Nimrod hitting .379, doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 13 RBI. Nimrod was 3 for 12 against Comet pitching this year. And Lipke steps to the rubber, and away we go here in the bottom of the first inning. Lipke's first offering swung on, and a fly ball hitting down the right field line. Dallas Neals after it. It's in foul ground. Neals can't quite get there, and it's no balls and 1 strike. That one landed probably 30 feet in front of the 340 sign and straight away right. But Neals, who was playing more towards right center, had a long run and couldn't quite get there. No balls, 1 strike to count on Colin Nimrod. Pitcher against pitcher matchup to start things here in the bottom of the first inning. And the 0-1 delivery is a nice breaking ball taken for strike 2, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. The 0-2 delivery grounded to the right side. Nate Manning makes the play at second, on to first base. And Nimrod retired, 1 down here in the first inning. 1 down, nobody on for Jake Hovden. No score, bottom of the first. Hovden, a 500 hitter, 6 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 22 RBI. Hovden with the best Decorah batting average since 2009, as that one goes inside to Jake. 1 ball, no strikes. The 2009 team, which was a state tournament team, had Tyler Smith hit .488 that year. The 1-0 delivery, that one at the knees for a strike, and it's 1-1. Decorah has had 2 400 hitters since that time. The 2012 team, which made state, had Josie Jewell at .412 and James Astley at .407. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Took a little something off, and good movement on the inner portion of the plate. It's 1-2 on Sam Lipke. 4 batters have been up. All 4 have been retired. To this early portion in the game, the 1-2 delivery, a chopper to the right side. Nate Manning will have a play again. He'll throw on to first base, and quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the first inning. 2 down, nobody on for Cole Sweskin. No score, bottom of the first. Cole at .368. Six doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 10 RBI. First pitch low from Lipke. 1 ball, no strikes. Cole was 3 for 7 with an RBI against Comet pitching this year. 1 ball, no strikes. Lipke delivers, and the pitch high as Cole ducks out of the way of the pitch that was coming towards the inside portion of the plate. And it is 2 balls, no strikes now from Sam Lipke. 2-0 delivery, that one at the knees for a strike. It's 2-1. Comets have lost 6 straight. Vikings have won 7 straight coming into the postseason. That doesn't matter come tonight. Pitch swinging a foul. Right side and out of play. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Colin Nimrod got a 1-2-3 first inning. Lipke trying to match that fate here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-2 with 2 down. Lipke delivers and the pitch, and that hit him. Got him right above the knee on a curveball that didn't curve. That is the 50th time Decorah has been hit by a pitch this year. And Sweska will reach first base with 2 down. That is the 10th time Sweska has been hit by a pitch. The team leader is Brighton Meyer with 11. Runner at first, 2 down for Austin Ashbacker. It moved to first base, and Sweska back to the bag diving. The baby bull has been on a tear lately. He has hit in 7 straight, 11 for 22 in that time. 2 doubles, 2 home runs, and 15 RBIs. First pitch low and outside. Normally I would say that's pitches in the dirt. I have yet to come up with the term to say on this artificial infield down here in Waverly. 1 ball, no strikes, and pitch. That one caught the corner outside edge. Good delivery from Lipke. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Overall in the season, Austin 408, 15 doubles, no triples, 5 home runs, and 41 RBIs. Austin, one of 3 players above 400 this year. Check swing, and Austin went around, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 with 2 down. Sweska, the runner at first. Scoreless game, bottom of the first inning here in the 3A district semifinal. Cole takes off, pitch swung on, driven deep left field. Looking up is Johnny Etherington. That ball is up and against the fence. Sweska will score on an RBI double with 2 outs by Austin Ashbacker, and the Vikes draw first blood. Ashbacker with double number 16 and RBI number 42. The inning extended with 2 outs on a hit by pitch to Sweska, and Ashbacker makes the Comets pay for it. Austin up, puts Decorah up 1-0, and Dustin Carey will look to keep it going here in the bottom of the first inning. Carey hits one well, deep left center field, and that one is going to be into the gap. 3 hops and against the fence. Ashbacker will score easily on the now triple attempt by Dustin Carey, and Carey will be in at third standing. A double and a triple with 2 outs here in the first inning, and Decorah is up 2-0. Dustin with his second triple of the season, RBI number 40. So 2 2-out runs for the Vikings here in the bottom of the first inning, and Kyle Kane will look to keep it going. Lipke will work out of the stretch with the runner at third as Kyle looks at a strike, 0-1. Kyle at .253, 6 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 10 RBI. 2-0 Decorah here in the bottom of the first inning. The 0-1 delivery is outside. Low one in the turf, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count, and the pitch, that one just missed the outside edge. It's 2 balls, 1 strike on Kyle Kane. So the inning started with 2 ground outs. Sweska hit by a pitch with 2 outs, an RBI double by Ashbacker and an RBI triple by Dustin Carey. 2-1 delivery, swinging a pop-up foul, back and out of play. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 with 2 down. 2 2-out runs here in the bottom of the first inning for Decorah. They lead it 2-0. And the pitch swung on, hit towards second, and a sliding grab is made there by Nate Manning to retire the side. But Decorah scores 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. It is Decorah 2 and Charles City 0. Welcome back to Waverly, everybody. A 2-0 lead for Decorah. Winner of this game plays the winner of Walk-On and Waverly Showrock. That game coming up later on here tonight. The other district has West Delaware and Independence going on in Owine right now. And the Crestwood Cadets travel to Owine for a 7 o'clock game. Hello to those of you listening in on the way down to that game, especially you, Mr. Steve Slifka. Middle third of the order due for the Comets here in the second inning. B.J. Foster, Nate Manning, and Johnny Etherington. Foster, the team leader in RBI with 20. He hits .268 on the season with 6 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 20 RBI. Foster 2 for 8 with 2 RBIs against Decorah pitching this year. Collins starts him with the strike on the inside edge. No balls, 1 strike. Sun kind of playing peekaboo with the clouds this afternoon, but a very comfortable afternoon to watch baseball. Nimrod delivers. Here's a chopper towards third. It goes foul. Curves to the left of the bag up the third base side, so it's no balls, 2 strikes. Temperatures mid-70s right now. It's a little bit of fall we've dealt with this week. Apparently summer is going to return next week. No balls, 2 strikes. The count on B.J. Foster, and the 0-2 delivery is a fastball inside. 4-1 ball, 2 strikes on Foster. Nate Manning, Johnny Etherington to follow here in the second inning. A 2-0 lead for Decorah. 2-out RBI double for Ashbacker. 2-out RBI triple for Carey. Curveball low and in the turf. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Scoring in the first inning. Key in postseason games. Key in any games. And it's been key for Decorah this season. They've done so now 16 times in their 32 games. The 2-2 delivery. Curveball taken for strike 3. Foster down on strikes. 1 down here in the second inning. And the batter is Nate Manning. Decorah is 14-2 when they score in the first inning, and they have won 13 straight games when they do so. Nate Manning hitting .320 with 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 14 RBIs, and Collins starts him with the strike, 0-1. Manning 1 for 7 with an RBI against Decorah pitching this year. 2-0 Decorah as the fastball missing inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Collins gotten 2 ground outs, a foul out, and a strikeout to this early portion in the game. 1-1 delivery, curveball missing inside for 2 balls and 1 strike. Vikings played well but lost their only game on this field to Waverly this year. Good breaking ball but just missed outside. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Nate Manning. 3-1 the count. The pitch, swinging a foul, right side and out of play, so Collin now tries to battle back at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, swinging a chopper foul. That one off the foot of Manning, and it rolls down to head coach Tyler Downing in the third base box. Downing in his first year as the head varsity coach, he's helped out, I think, for at least the last 3 to 4 years. In fact, he was a pretty good baseball player back in the day for the Comets. He played the last time these two teams met in Charles City, or here in Waverly, I should say, in the postseason. The 3-2, swinging a foul again on the third base side. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes yet on Nate Manning. That was in a sub-state game back in 2003. Decorah ended up beating Charles City by a 2-1 margin. The 3-2 delivery, swing and a pop-up foul, third base side, and that one is going to land out of play beyond the third base Decorah dugout. Dustin Carey went over to the fence, but ran out of real estate, as they say. 3-2, the count remains on Manning. The 3-2 swung on and a looper out to center field, and that one will land for a base hit. So good at bat there for Manning. A 9-pitch at bat, and he becomes the game's first base runner for Charles City. A runner at first and 1 down for Johnny Etherington. 2-0 Decorah top of the second inning. Etherington at .257 with no extra base hits and 11 RBI on the season. Etherington 0 for 7 with an RBI against Decorah pitching this year. Collin working out of the stretch for the first time, and he starts Etherington with a curve for a strike, 0-1. Collin in for the sign from Kyle Kane. Comes set in the 0-1 offering, swung on, popped up on the infield. Brett LaRue at shortstop calling a step onto the outfield grass, and he will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So Etherington pops out, runner at first, 2 down, and Dallas Niels will be the batter. He's a .286 hitter with 7 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 18 RBIs. He's 0 for 7. With an RBI against Decorah pitching. That's a fly ball deep into right field. Retreating is Brighton Meyer. He's near the fence. He lunges back. He can't get there. Rounding third. Coming to the plate is Nate Manning. He will score without a play. A 2-out RBI double for Dallas Niels and a 2-1 lead for Decorah. Niels with a double with 2 outs here in the second inning. It's his 8th double of the year. RBI number 19, his second RBI against Decorah this season. The tying run now at second for Caleb Hageman. 2-1 the lead as Hageman swings the first one, flies one out into left center field. After it is Jake Upton. He's under it and makes the catch to retire the side. But the Comets cut the lead in half. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom of the first, or rather bottom of the second inning we go. Decorah with a 2-1 lead. All 3 runs that have been scored in this game have come with 2 outs. Decorah with a 2-out RBI double for Austin Ashbacker and a 2-out RBI triple for Dustin Carey in that first inning. Dallas Niels with a 2-out RBI double to score Nate Manning in the second inning. But you go back really to that Manning at bat. That was a good battle between him and Nimrod. It ended up being a 9-pitch at bat in which Manning ended up getting the base hit, and that put him on and put him in a position to score and capitalize off the Dallas Neals hit. Bryton Meyer looks at the first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Meyer on the season at .333. 4 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 21 RBIs. A week ago tonight, he had 8 RBIs in the doubleheader against Charles City. Ground ball towards third and foul. Coach O backed up on the play and knocked it down, but it got by him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Meyer had his first career home run. He was 3 for 6 with a home run and 8 RBI against Comet pitching this year. And Brighton is getting on base on a 500 clip this year. The pitch goes high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 Decorah, bottom of the second inning. Each team with 2 hits. Each team with 0 errors to this point. 2-1 delivery, and Bryton Meyer hit by the pitch. And they are going to keep him in the box, and I think that was a pretty good call. Brighton leaned into that one pretty well. That one got him in the left elbow, and when you get hit in the arm or the elbow like that, and it's on the inner portion of the plate, that was a pretty easy call for Bob Jacobson. 3 balls and 1 strike. The count will be on Bryton Meyer. Tried to get his 12th hit by pitch of the season. Now that one hit in the left field and a base hit. Isn't that a better way to get on anyway, Brighton? Brighton with a leadoff single here in the second inning. That's the first runner either way to lead off an inning by reaching base, as Chris Hartman will be the batter. Hartman at 130 with a double, no triples, no home runs, 5 RBIs, but as a move to first base will send Meyer back to the bag. Hartman probably getting the nod to swing it here because of his on-base percentage. 11 walks this year. His on-base percentage is .412. Hartman squares to bunt, takes a strike, snap throw to first, and Meyer back to the bag standing. No balls, 1 strike on Chris. Series of signs from Coach O in the third base box. A lead at first by Meyer, the set by Lipke, and Hartman squares to bunt and pushes it foul, third base side, so it's no balls, 2 strikes. Labarge was playing in on the green portion of the turf on the third base side, and now he will back up with 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of the second inning, a 2-1 lead for Decorah. Lipke in at Isaacson for the sign, comes set, and the pitch. Sprayed foul, third base side, and out of play. So Hartman stays alive at no balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 with nobody out. Lipke gets his sign from Isaacson again, and the 0-2 delivery, sprayed foul, third base side, and out of play again. So 0-2 pitch, take 3 coming up between Lipke and Hartman. Hartman was 1 for 4 against Comet pitching this year. 0-2 delivery, chopper third base side. Labarge will look at second, won't have a play there. He'll throw on to first base. Hartman retired, so he didn't get the bunt down, but he got the job accomplished by hitting a slow high chopper to third base, allowing Meyer to reach second base and be in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Runner at second, 1 down, 2-1 Decorah, bottom of the second. Brett LaRue is at .294 with a double, no triples, no home runs, and 1 RBI on the season. That came against the Comets last week. First pitch to LaRue in there for a strike on the outside edge. No balls, 1 strike. Meyer away from second base. Lipke with a long look at Isaacson for the sign. Too long of a look for LaRue as he asked for time, and it's granted by the home plate umpire, Bob Jacobson. No balls, 1 strike the count. Lipke with another look in at Isaacson now. He'll come set. He'll look back at second in the 0-1 delivery. That one just missed outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike count. Another pause from Lipke in the 1-1. Ground ball left side. Charging there is Lasher. He'll pick it up. He'll throw to first, and it's a wild throw. Moving up to third on the play is Brighton Meyer. An E6 will put runners at the corners with 1 down in the bottom of the second inning. That's the first defensive miscue either way. And Lipke has been the recipient of some poor defense in his games that he has pitched. Of the 53 runs that Lipke has given up, 21 have been unearned. And now Colin Nimrod will have an opportunity with runners at the corners and 1 down. We're in the bottom of the second inning, a 2-1 lead for Decorah. Lipke will work out of the stretch with runners at first and third. Nimrod grounded to second his first time up, and the first pitch grounded towards third. Backhand stop made by LaBarge. He's right on the bag. He'll throw to first base. He won't get Nimrod. Brighton Meyer was smart on that play as he got immediately back to third. LaBarge fielded it, tried to tag Meyer, couldn't do it. On the play, LaRue moves up to second. Nimrod gets the infield hit, and the bases will be juiced for Jake Hovden. Bases loaded, 1 down. A 2-1 lead for Decorah. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Hovden with an opportunity to break it open. He grounded to second his first time up. This one out into right field. After it is Niels. He cannot come up with it as he drops it. Scoring is Meyer. Everybody else moves up 90. And it is a 3-1 lead for Decorah. So back-to-back errors for the Comets in the second inning have led to the third Decorah run as Hovden reaches on the error, allowing Meyer to score, LaRue to third, and Nimrod to second. And now Tyler Downing out of the first base dugout for the Comets to go on out and try to settle down his pitcher. Dylan Isaacson also a part of the conversation. 3-1 lead for Decorah. And the batter will be Cole Sweska. He kept the first inning alive by getting hit by a pitch with 2 outs. That allowed Ashbacker to get an RBI double, and that allowed Carey to get an RBI triple. At the time, it gave Decorah a 2-0 lead. Now they lead at 3-1 here in the bottom of the second, still only 1 out. LaBarge even with the bag at third, even a step behind the bag at first is Miller as Sweska swings and fouls one back to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. Our vantage point at field level, about 20 feet directly behind home plate here in Waverly tonight. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Ground ball towards short. Lasher goes to second for 1. Throw to first base, not in time. It'll be a fielder's choice and an RBI for Sweska. Hovden erased on the play 6-4. That'll allow LaRue to score and Nimrod to reach third. And a pair of 2s in the first 2 innings for Decorah has given the Vikings a 4-1 lead. And Austin Ashbacker, who had an RBI double with 2 outs, scored himself in the first inning. Will try to come up huge again with 2 outs for the Vikings here in the second. The pitch swung on, a chopper towards third, and it rolls foul. No balls and 1 strike. The 2 runs in the first inning earned against Lipke. The 2 runs in this inning unearned because of a throwing error and because of a dropped fly ball. No balls, 1 strike on the baby bull. Sweska off of first, Nimrod off of third, and Lipke steps off to send Sweska back diving to the bag. You do have good speed on the base pass, so if you want to play around in a first and third situation, but you got your team leader and RBIs up as well. Pitch swung on and missed. Sweska takes off. He steals second. The throw goes to third, and Nimrod back diving to the bag. It's 0-2 on Austin Ashbacker, but now he bats with 2 runners in scoring position. A 4-1 lead for Decorah as we play the bottom half of the second inning. Nimrod off of third. Away from second is Sweska, and the pitch. Breaking ball sails outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lipke working out of the stretch in the second and third 2-out situation. The 1-2 delivery swung on, a fly ball towards left. Johnny Etherington coming on. He dives and he makes the catch to retire the side. But Decorah adds to their total. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 left. We are 2 innings done. It is Decorah 4 and Charles City 1. Decorah 4, Charles City 1 as we go to the 3rd inning. District semifinal action here in Waverly tonight. Winner of this game plays the winner of walk-on and Waverly Show Rock coming up after this one tonight. Opposite side has West Delaware and Independence. And Owine and Cresco. District final at Owine on Monday night. And the sub-state final is at Owine next Wednesday night. Hard to believe we're already at this point in the summer, but flies by virtually every year. Levi Miller, the batter, to start things here in the 3rd. He swings and misses at the breaker from Collin. No balls, 1 strike. Collins given up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked no one and struck out 1, and he's only throwing his 27th pitch of the game right here. Ground ball towards third. Fielded there by Dustin Carey, even with the bag. And a windup and a throw to first base will retire Miller. So Nimrod has been able to retire the leadoff hitter in each of the first 3 innings. Tyler Labarge will start the second trip around the batting order. He grounded back to Nimrod in the first 0 for 1. Decorah leading 4-1 here in the top of the 3rd. Nimrod delivers the first offering, just missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Collin ready. And the 1-0 offering, swinging a chopper towards third, playing the long hop as Carey picks it up, throws to first base. The throw is wild. Labarge makes the turn. He'll head to second. He'll be there without a play. Labarge did beat the initial throw, so we'll give him a single on the play, and Carey's throwing error will put him in scoring position. So a single and error puts Carey, or rather Labarge, at second with 1 down, and Sam Lipke will try to help his own cause. He grounded to third in the first 0 for 1. The first pitch, curve for a strike, 0-1. Decorah has now committed 52 team errors on the season, and that total has drastically gone down as of late. Collin whirls and throws back to second base. The throw was low, and Brady Dowley had to act like a catcher to prevent that one from rolling into center field. No balls and 1 strike to count. Nimrod will look back at second in the 0-1. Ground ball towards third, even with the bag. Carey fields. He'll throw on to first base to record the out. As the throw goes over, Labarge moves up to third. He'll be there with 2 down, and Lipke retired for the second time on a ground ball to Dustin Carey. Decorah leads 4-1 in the top of the 3rd, and Dylan Isaacson will be the batter. He fouled out to right to end the first 0 for 1. Collin ready in the first offering, low and in the turf. 1 ball, no strikes. Turf infield here at Wartburg College. So being accurate, you can't say in the dirt, the 1-0. Curveball caught the front knee, taken for strike 1. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike from Nimrod to Isaacson, who has hit safely in 6 straight games. The hottest Charles City hitter coming in to the tournament. That one just missed the outside edge. It is 2 balls and 1 strike count. The 2-1 delivery, swung on, smack towards third, caught there by Carey, and the inning is up. 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. 2.5 complete, 4-1 Decorah. Bottom of the third inning we go. It's a 4-1 lead for Decorah. The Vikings with a pair of runs in the first two innings. The 2 runs in the first inning came with 2 outs, an RBI double by Austin Ashbacker and an RBI triple by Dustin Carey. Both of those young men now with over 40 RBIs this year. Vikes scored a run on a dropped fly ball off the bat of Jake Hubden in the second inning. And an RBI fielder's choice by Cole Sweska. 2-out RBI double by Dallas Niels in the second inning has been the only run for Charles City to this point. Reminder, coming up tomorrow night, we'll have 2A District Final baseball as Southwind will take on New Hampton from New Hampton. You can hear it right here on AM 1240 KDEC. Our coverage will begin at about 6:50 tomorrow night, so we invite you to join us then. Dustin Carey will start things here in the third. Carey with an RBI triple in the first inning to score Austin Ashbacker. He swings the first one and fouls it away. No balls, 1 strike as he chased a curveball to start the at-bat. No balls, 1 strike on Dustin Carey in the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? A look down to Don DeLora at first base, and he says incomplete. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. I know it's a football term, but 6 weeks from tonight we'll be talking about that. 1 ball, 1 strike on Dustin Carey in the pitch. Fastball missing low. 2 balls, 1 strike on DC. Talked about Decorah's 400 hitters. Jake Hubden hitting 500 coming into tonight, even though he's 0 for 2. The pitch swung on and missed. Good breaking ball down and in. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dustin Carey. But Carey and Ashbacker both hitting over 400. Decorah has only had 3 400 hitters in the past 5 seasons. 2-2 delivery to Dustin. Swung on a fly ball out into left center field. Johnny Etherington coming over. He will make the catch from his left field position. 1 down here in the third. Etherington and Hageman were coming over, and for a moment you thought perhaps it would be an I got it, you get it situation, but Etherington ended up taking control. 1 down here in the third. And Kyle Kane, who lined out to second end, the first will stand in. 4-1 Decorah here in the third. Kyle takes a curve for a strike on the outside edge. No balls and 1 strike. Lipke kicks and deals the 0-1 ground ball towards third. Diving stop made by LaBarge. Gets to his feet. Fires across the diamond. Gets Kyle Kane by a step. Nice play at third there by LaBarge, and there's 2 down in the third. So the first 2 batters retired in the third, and the batter will be Brighton Meyer. 4-1 Decorah, bottom of the third inning. Brighton Meyer led off the second by singling to left, and he ended up scoring in that frame as well. First pitch to Brighton outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Brighton again now over 500 with his on-base percentage this year. I know there's a lot of talk about batting average all the time, but getting on base, that's just as good. And Brighton has done that consistently all season as Brighton looks at one inside, 1 ball and 1 strike as he skips the rope to get out of the way of that one. 2 balls, no strikes to count. 2-0 delivery, and that one got him. That one grazed the jersey on the fastball in. Brighton was hit by a pitch in the first inning, but it was ruled that he leaned into that pitch. But Brighton, being the baseball magnet that he is, gets hit for the 12th time this year. That's the 51st time a Decorah kid has been hit by a pitch this year. One of the top teams in 3A. What does that mean? I don't know. Pitch moved to first base. And Meyer back to the bag diving. Chris Hartman grounded to third in the second, 0 for 1. We'll look at the first one inside from Lipke. 1 ball, no strikes. Hartman, another kid that's getting his opportunity due to that on-base percentage. You look at Hartman, he's only one hit in 130. You might wonder why is he in the lineup, but you look at his on-base percentage, he's .412. Swinging a foul back and out of play off the bat of Hartman. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coming into this game, Hartman has been to the plate a total of 34 times. He has 3 hits, but he has walked 11 of those times. So this kid usually finds his way on base. The 1-1 delivery, that one sails inside. For 2 balls, 1 strike on Chris Hartman. A 4-1 lead for Decorah in the bottom of the third. Winner of this one gets the winner of Walk-On and Waverly Shellrock on Monday night in the district final here at Hurdle Field on the campus of Wartburg College. The 2-1 delivery down and away, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike now. Walk-On and Waverly scheduled for an approximate 7 o'clock start tonight. 3 balls, 1 strike, the pitch. A little low for ball 4. So a hit by a pitch and a walk will give Brett LaRue a chance here in the third inning. LaRue reached on an error and scored in the second. 2 errors for the Comets to this point and 1 for Decorah. LaRue officially 0 for 1 as the pitch taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. So Lipke has been forced to labor in this game. This will already be his 62nd pitch of the game. Lipke set a look back at second and the pitch outside again. 2 balls, no strikes. By comparison, through 3, Colin Nimrod has only thrown 35 pitches. 2-0 with 2 down. LaRue squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes it high and tight, and now it's 3 balls, no strikes. And you'd bet that LaRue is getting that take sign once again here because 9 of the last 10 pitches have been out of the zone for Lipke. And there's a strike. It's 3-1. We proceed. 4-1 Decorah, first and second, 2 down, bottom of the third inning. Vikes the higher seed in this matchup, so they are the home team. 3-1 delivery, and that one caught the corner, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now on LaRue. So Meyer and Hartman will be moving. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Lipke comes set, and the 3-2 delivery swung on, and a ground ball rolled up the middle, and that one's going to get through for a base hit. Meyer rounding third, he will score. Hartman stays at second. A 2-out RBI single for Brett LaRue and a 5-1 lead for Decorah. LaRue with RBI number 2 on the season. Both those RBIs have come against the Comets. And Jay Covden, or rather Colin Nimrod, will be the batter. Nimrod grounded to second in the first and reached on an infield hit in the third. Curve ball for a strike, 0-1. Vikes now with 5 hits, 2 hit by pitches, 1 walk, and 2 Comet errors have led to a ton of base runners here in the first 3 innings. No balls, 1 strike, and the 0-1 delivery well outside from Lipke. 1 ball, 1 strike. Decorah with tallies in each of the frames through the bottom of the third. Comets with their lone tally in the second inning. Pitch to Collins, swung on and missed. He fouled, I should say, back over the screen and out of play. So it's 1-2 on Colin Nimrod. Hartman away from second. LaRue, after his RBI single, he's away from first. Decorah scored 3 of their 5 runs with 2 outs as Nimrod pops one up left side of the infield. LaBarge at third calling and catching near the pitcher's mound, and the side is out here in the third inning. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. 3 innings complete. Decorah 5 and Charles City 1. 3 innings complete. Decorah leading by a 5-1 margin. 2 are in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third for Decorah. Single tally in the top of the second inning for Charles City. Decorah is the home team. Something new in high school baseball this year. The coin flip for home and away is now a thing of the past. Since districts are getting seeded and the state tournament has always been seeded, They have decided to go with the higher-seeded team being the home team. Technically, they have the option, but most people will take that home field advantage from the home and away perspective. B.J. Foster struck out looking his first time. The curveball is inside, 1 ball, no strikes. There is some action down in the Comet bullpen up the right field line. The 1-0 chopped foul towards third, and TD makes the play in the third base box. 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't tell specifically who it is, but it is a left-hander for the Comets. Lipke has thrown 69 pitches through 3 innings. Pitch down and in the turf. 2 balls, 1 strike from Nimrod to B.J. Foster. A 5-1 lead for Decorah. Top of the 4th inning. Winner of this one gets the winner of Walk-On and Waverly coming up next. Two balls, 1 strike to count. Nimrod next offering high and away. And now it's 3-1 on B.J. Foster. This is the second outing of the week for Nimrod. He threw 4 in the 11-1 victory on Tuesday night against Waterloo West. The pitch low and in the dirt and back to the screen. So first walk for Colin Nimrod. A runner at first, nobody out. That's the first time the Comets have gotten their leadoff runner on in this game. Nate Manning, who had an excellent at-bat, a 9-pitch at-bat that led to a single to left center. He ended up scoring in the second inning. Will be the batter. 5-1 Decorah, top of the 4th. Nimrod with the move over to first base, and back to the bag standing is B.J. Foster. Foster 3 for 3 in the steal column this year. Nimrod comes set. First pitch to Manning, taken for a strike, 0-1. On Tuesday night, Nimrod threw 4. Kyle Kane came in and threw the 5th. Nimrod moved to first base. Back to the bag diving is Foster. I didn't ask Coach O specifically about it, but you get maybe a little bit of a feeling that Kane would be a closer here in the postseason. The 0-1, swinging a foul right side and out of play. I think what increased Coach O's optimism in Kyle on that end of things was his performance down at West Delaware, in which the Vikings defeated West Delaware a week ago Wednesday night. No balls, 2 strikes, runner at first, nobody out. 0-2, grounded towards third. Carey makes the play there. He'll go to Dolly, but he'll throw it into right field. Second throwing error for Dustin Carey in this one, and the Comets in business, first and second, with nobody out here in the 4th inning. First and second, nobody out. 5-1 Decorah. Top half of the 4th inning, Johnny Etherington popped to short his first time up, 0 for 1. First and second with nobody out, and Nimrod comes set. A look around the base pass. Etherington bunts up the third base side. Nimrod will field on the third base line. He'll throw to first base to retire. Etherington sacrifice good. 1-3, 1 down here in the 4th inning. And now 2 runners in scoring position for Dallas Niels, who has the game's only RBI for Charles City. He doubled it right back in the 2nd inning. Nimrod will work out of the stretch. Colin ready in the first offering, high and tight, 1 ball, no strikes. Niels does have 3 sacrifices this year, so sometimes you maybe don't want to work out of the stretch. That opens the door to a possible squeeze play. As the pitch in there for a strike, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. But Colin's got to do with what he's comfortable doing, and this is what he's comfortable doing. 1-1 delivery. Swung on in a chopper towards short. Playing the long hop is LaRue. He'll throw on to first base, and the throw gets by Chris Hartman. Scoring on the play is Foster. Manning moves up to third. Vikes not being kind to themselves at all. That's their 3rd error of this game, and it's now a 5-2 ball game. 2 errors and a walk in this frame have cut the deficit to 3. And Caleb Hageman will be the batter. He flew out to center his first time up. First and third, 1 down, 4th inning, 5-2 Decorah. The pause and the pitch. Fastball up, 1 ball, no strikes. Sometimes when you get in this situation as a pitcher, you sometimes tend to overthrow because you're not getting a lot of help from your defense. 1-0, fastball outside edge for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike count on Caleb Hageman. Away from first, Niels. Down the line from third, Manning. Runner goes. Pitch taken low. And in at second, uncontested, is Niels. It's 2-1 on Caleb Hageman. And now he bats with 2 runners in scoring position. Hageman with 9 RBI on the season. So Collin will go back to the windup. The 2-1 delivery swung on and missed at a breaking ball on the inner half, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Away from third, Manning. Away from second is Niels. The 2-2 delivery, ground ball towards short. LaRue will pick it up. He'll throw on to first base, and that time the put out recorded. Manning scores on the play. Niels moves up to third. RBI ground out for Hageman. His 10th RBI of the season, and it's a 5-3 ball game. And Levi Miller will bat with 2 on, 2 out, and a runner at third here in the 4th inning. Miller grounded to third in the 3rd, 0 for 1. Nimrod will work out of the windup after giving up 2 unearned runs in this frame. And Nimrod starts him with a curve and a strike, nothing in 1. 5-3 the score here in the top half of the 4th inning. 0-1 delivery, fastball at the knees, taken for strike 2. So it's no balls, 2 strikes on Levi Miller. Collin ready, and the 0-2 delivery swung on a ground ball towards second. Charging there as Dolly goes down to 1 knee to get it, and he'll throw on to first base to retire Miller. And the side retired here in the 4th inning. 2 runs, no hits, 2 errors, 1 left. Halfway home in this district semifinal, Decorah leading Charles City by a 5-3 margin. Levi Blaine now into pitch for the Comets. And Sam Lipke will go from pitcher to shortstop. So Lipke done after 3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 of them earned, 1 walk, 2 hit batters, and no strikeouts. Blaine, the left-hander, the junior, 1-5 on the season, a 5.31 ERA. Opponents hitting .217 against him. 30 1/3 innings, 26 hits, 23 earned runs, 32 walks, and 40 strikeouts. Blaine started one of the games a week ago tonight against Decorah. Blaine got the loss through 4 1/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 5 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So Hovden will bat against Blaine as Decorah sees a left-hander after seeing a right-hander for the first 3 innings. Hovden technically 0 for 2 and a first pitch strike to Hovden. No balls, 1 strike. Hovden grounded to second in the first, reached on an error in the 2nd inning. The 0-1 delivery is outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. The pitch swung on a chopper towards third and foul. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blaine, in the game he started against Decorah, kept the Vikings scoreless for 3 innings. Till the bottom fell out in the 4th inning in that game. 1-2 delivery to Hovden. Ground ball to the right side. Fielded at first by Miller. Overhand toss to Blaine, covering the bag, and Hovden beat it out. Hovden beats it out with a runner at first base and nobody out, and they'll rule it an infield hit. So for the second time in 4 frames, the Vikings get the leadoff runner on. Runner at first, nobody out, and Cole Sweska will stand in. He's been hit by a pitch and scored in the first and had an RBI fielder's choice in the second. Sweska squares late and takes one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Do notice that Dustin Carey has been down in the Decorah bullpen warming up a little bit. 1-0 delivery. That one high and outside for 2 balls, no strikes. I think there's still some action down there. Vikes still have a protector down there as Andy's sinking. 2-0 taken for a strike by Sweska. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Colin a little shaky, but the defense was more shaky than he was, in all honesty, in the top half of the 4th inning. 2-1 the count on Cole Sweska. The 2-1 delivery outside again from Blaine, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Decorah up 5-3 here in the 4th inning. Blaine comes set, 3-1 delivery. Sweska bunts right in front of the plate. It's a nice one, and indecisiveness between Isaacson and Blaine will allow Sweska to reach on a bunt single. That was a ground ball version of I got it, you get it. And it's first and second with nobody out for Decorah here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And the batter will be Baby Bull Austin Ashbacker, a double that scored a run, and he scored himself in the 1st inning. And he flew out to left in the 2nd inning. Infield up at the corners, back up the middle. Blaine comes set, a look around the base pass, and Austin bunts up the 3rd base side, and that one a good one. Bare hand pickup by Blaine, throws to first base. Austin beats it out. So an infield hit and 2 bunt singles have loaded the bases in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Coach Olenczak asking for an offensive timeout. The Vikes have scored in every inning to this point. And they're threatening to do so once again here. Dustin Carey, the scheduled hitter. He had an RBI triple in the 1st inning. And Dustin Carey flew out to left in the 3rd. Ashbacker with his 2 for 3 has extended his hitting streak to 10 in a row. He's 13 for his last 25 at the plate. Carey will be the batter. Blaine will work out of the stretch. Infield halfway up the middle. Miller will play behind the runner at first base. LaBarge is even with the bag at 3rd. Blaine comes set, first offering outside to Dustin. 1 ball, no strikes. With the 3 hits in this inning, Decorah now with a total of 8 on the ball game. 1 ball, no strikes. Blaine comes set, the 1-0 delivery outside again. Got by the catcher Isaacson. Down the line from 3rd, Hovden. Throw to the plate is in time. Hovden got a late break from 3rd. Isaacson got back to the ball quickly, and Hovden retired as Blaine came to the plate. 1 down here in the 4th inning. And it's 2-0 on Dustin Carey. And with Carey swinging a hot bat and Kane on deck, granted you don't want to put any more runners on, but do you consider putting Carey on in this case? He threw that one behind the runners. Well, the runners will score. I guess the ball was stuck in the tarp behind home plate, and by the ground rules here at Waverly, Sweska will get home and Ashbacker will get third. So it's 3-0 on Dustin Carey. There's a tarp that's right behind home plate, and if a ball gets stuck on there, the ground rule here at Waverly is everybody moves up a base, and Dustin Carey takes the pitch outside for ball 4. So Decorah has scored in every inning, and Kyle Kane will be the batter. Isaacson will go out and talk to Blaine, and it's a 6-3 lead for Decorah. Sorry for the momentary pause in the play-by-play there, but I was trying to interpret what the ruling was. Ashbacker third, Carey at first. And Kyle Kane will be the batter. He's 0 for 2, lined out to second in the first, grounded to third in the third. Decorah 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and 1 in the fourth. The lead is 6-3. Runners at the corners with 1 down here in the fourth inning. The pitch swung on. Ground ball up the middle, and it's underneath the glove of Lipke. It's picked up, though, at second. Lipke actually made the play. He went to Manning at second for 1, threw it to first for the double play. So out of all that, Decorah only gets 1 run. It ends up being a 6-4-3 double play. Lipke fielded that ball, flipped it to Manning, and an impressive double play there. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We are 4 innings complete, and Decorah now leads it by a 6-3 margin. A 6-3 lead for Decorah, kind of an odd inning. In that last frame, the bases were loaded with nobody out. There was a wild pitch back to the screen that Jake Hubden was retired on, trying to score. There was second and third with nobody out, another wild pitch. And there's a tarp that's located directly behind home plate, and the ball got stuck in the tarp. And the ground rule here at Waverly is if that ball gets stuck in the tarp, everyone moves up a base, and that allowed Sweska to score on a wild pitch after a Carey walk. Kane hit into a double play to end the frame, but Decorah has scored in every frame to this point. A 6-3 lead for Decorah. The top of the order due for the Comets here in the 5th inning. Tyler LaBarge grounded to the pitcher in the first, got an infield hit in the third. And the first offering from Nimrod outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Collins struggled in the 4th inning. He walked 1, but Decorah didn't play good defense behind him, as Decorah committed 2 errors in that frame and has committed 3 in this game. Pitch outside corner for a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Collin threw 4, has given up 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 1. He's given up 3 runs, but only 1 of them has been earned. Pitch outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Or 2 balls, 1 strike, I'm sorry. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson from Hurdle Field on the campus of Wartburg College here in Waverly. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Decorah leads 6-3 here in this district semifinal. Winner of this faces the winner of Walk-On and Waverly Showrock in the district final on Monday night. As the pitch goes outside, it's 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Now offensively, during the last offensive inning for Decorah, Dustin Carey did take some warm-up tosses down in the bullpen. 3 balls, 2 strikes on LaBarge in the 3-2. Swinging a foul, third base side. TD with a nice play in the third base coaching box. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count remains. Collins pitch count at 62, but 27 of those offerings have come in the last inning plus. Another 3-2, swinging a pop-up foul right side. In the first base coaching box or near it is Chris Hartman. He will make the catch from his first base position, and there's 1 down here in the 5th inning. 1 down, nobody on. Sam Lipke, the batter. He's grounded out twice to Dustin Carey at third, once in the first, once in the third, up again here in the 5th. 6-3 Decorah, top half the 5th inning. Collin gets the sign from Kane, and the first offering is breaker for a strike, 0-1. Collin hasn't been A+ sharp, but his offense has helped him out enough. The ball's one strike and the pitch ground ball towards third. Carey sliding stop, gets to his feet, throws to first base, got him! So Dustin, who has struggled defensively tonight, makes a nice play that time for the second out here in the fifth inning. 2 down, nobody on for Dylan Isaacson. Isaacson fouled to right in the first, lined out to third in the third. 6-3 Decorah, top of the fifth. Isaacson looks at the first one high, 1 ball, no strikes. Isaacson has hit safely in his last 6 games. The 1-0 delivery outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Unfortunately for Charles City, the last 6 have all been losses. The Decorah doubleheader was part of that streak. 2-0 delivery from Nimrod. Swung on, fly ball left field. Cole Sweska after it. He dives. He makes the catch. Sweska with a nice play in left field, making up for a not as great jump he got on the ball, but he ended up getting the end result that you wanted. And a goose egg in the top of the fifth for the Comets. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the fifth inning we go. It's a 6-3 lead for Decorah. Decorah leads at 6-3 going to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Glad you're with us for the district semifinals at Hurdle Field here in Waverly. Shared field between Wartburg and Waverly Shellrock in baseball. A turf infield, a very nice facility. And one of the deeper parks you'll see in high school baseball. Down the lines is 340. To the alleys 360, and in straightaway center is 380. Brighton Meyer has been on base twice. He'll start things in the bottom of the fifth for Decorah. Meyer, a single and a run scored in the third inning. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the third. The single and a run scored came in the second. Blaine throws low, 1 ball, no strikes. Blaine came in relief of Sam Lipke, who exited the game after 3, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. 1-0 from Blaine, 2 balls, no strikes as the pitch goes inside. Lipke gave up 5 hits after holding Decorah to a season-low 4 hits. In the game on June the 20th, pitch outside, 3 balls, no strikes. That is the only time Decorah has been shut out this year. Dustin Carey once again warming up down in the Decorah bullpen. Should Colin Nimrod run into trouble in the 6th inning. 3-0 taken for a strike is Brighton Meyer. Now it's 3 balls, 1 strike. With the 2 times on base tonight, Brighton has an on-base percentage of over 500 on the year. 3-1 outside, ball 4. Runner at first, nobody out for Chris Hartman. 6-3 Decorah here in the 6th. They've scored in every inning. Hartman grounded to third in the 2nd and walked in the 3rd inning. Blaine comes set, and at 3rd is Labarge. Hartman squares to bunt, takes the pitch outside for a strike, 0-1. Meyer away from first. Lefty-lefty matchup. Hartman showing bunt again, and the pitch ends up sailing behind Chris. He pulls it, the bat back and takes it behind him, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. Short lead at first base by Brighton Meyer. The pause and the 1-1 delivery. Nice bunt, third base side. Labarge fields about 15 feet in front of the plate, and he'll throw on to first base. Sacrifice complete, 5-3. 1 down and a runner in scoring position for Decorah for Brett LaRue, who's been on base twice tonight. Reached on an error and scored in the 2nd, and smacked a single to center to bring home a run in the 3rd. The pause by Blaine, a look back at second, and the pitch swinging a foul back. It is no balls, one strike to the protective netting right in front of home plate. No balls, one strike count. Sun being dominant from its battle with the clouds once again here. Backdoor breaking ball taken for a strike on the outer half, and it snowballs 2 strikes on Brett LaRue. Nothing and 2 the count. A look back at second. A long pause by Lane. 3 looks at second, in fact, and the pitch swung on and a foul tip into the glove of the catcher, Dylan Isaacson. That's the first time a Decorah batter has struck out tonight. Runner at second, 2 down, 5th inning, 6-3 Decorah. Colin Nimrod is 1 for 3. Grounded to second in the first, infield hit in the second, and popped to third in the third. First pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The pause, look back at second, and the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good fastball right at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. 8 hits for Decorah, 3 hits for Charles City. The only stat that matters is 6-3 Decorah. Tried to backdoor again on the breaking ball. Tried to backdoor him again as the pitch goes outside. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1 the count on Colin Nimrod. Blaine with another look in at Isaacson for the sign. The 2-1 delivery, tried to backdoor him again, and the pitch outside. That one hung a bit, and now it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Colin Nimrod. 3-1 with 2 down and a runner at second. Comets trying to get a defensive goose egg in the line score for the first time tonight. 3-1, ground ball right side. Miller will field the 2-hopper and run to the bag to retire Nimrod. And for the first time tonight, Decorah is kept off the scoreboard in an inning. 1 walk and 1 left. We go to the 6th. It's 6-3. Decorah leading Charles City. Decorah 6. Charles City 3. Decorah out hitting Charles City 8-3 and also leading in the error column tonight. 3-2. Decorah hasn't been very sharp from a defensive perspective. Colin Nimrod hasn't been A+ sharp pitching-wise, but the offense has been there tonight. 6 runs and 8 hits, and also taking advantage of a couple of key Comet errors at a couple of key times. It'll be the middle third of the order here in the 6th inning. Colin Nimrod has thrown 68 pitches through 5. He has walked 1. He has struck out none and given up 3 runs, but only 1 of them earned. This was the part of the order that the Comets scored 2 with in the 4th inning as Foster swings and fouls the first pitch on the right side. No balls and 1 strike. Winner of this game gets the winner of Walk-On and Waverly Show Rock Monday night here in Waverly in the district final. 0-1 delivery, swung on a looper towards shallow right, backing up and then coming in to make the catch is the second baseman Brady Dolly. 1 down here in the 6th inning. So ever since the Dallas Neals error in the 4th inning, Colin has now retired 6 in a row. That's the longest consecutive batters retired streak of the game for Colin. Nate Manning has been on base twice. He swings at the first one, pops one into foul territory, angling towards the line. In fair territory, rather, is the left fielder Cole Sweska. He makes the catch for the second out here in the 6th inning. So Manning, who had singled and scored and reached on an error and scored, flies out to left. And quickly 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th inning. And the batter is Johnny Etherington, popped to short in the 2nd and sacrificed 2 runners up in the 4th inning. He'll look at a breaking ball on the inside edge for a strike, 0-1. Pitch hit him. As that got Etherington in the left elbow area. It's the 18th batter at Decorah pitcher has hit this year, so Etherington will reach with 2 outs. Definitely not what Colin wanted to do there. And Dallas Niels will be the batter. RBI double in the second, reached on an error in the fourth. Runner at first, 2 down, 6th inning. A 6-3 lead for Decorah. Niels has been on base twice, has one of the 2 RBIs off of Comet bats tonight. The pitch swung on, ground ball towards third, and it ends up being a fair ball. Carey throws to first base, and they got him at first. Carey, who has struggled defensively, gets to the ball, throws a strike to Chris Hartman over at first, and the side is out here in the 6th inning. A hit batter with 2 outs, and a man left. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 6-3 Decorah. Vikes will look for some insurance here in the 6th inning.
Joe didn't make it.
As Jay Covden, Cole Sweska, and Austin Ashbacker will be the due hitters. Decorah, 6 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors, and the Comets with 3 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. Hubden grounded to second in the first, reached on an error in the third, and got an infield hit in the 4th inning. Jake has reached base safely in every game this season. He did reach an error in the first matchup between these two teams, and that's the only game he didn't have a hit or a walk, as that one rolled up the first base side foul. That snowballs 1 strike. Blaine on in his 3rd inning of relief from Sam Lipke, who threw the first 3, 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, 2 hit batters, and no strikeouts. Blaine has given up 2 hits. He has walked 2, and he has struck out 1, giving up 1 run in his time in the game. Backdoor breaking ball taken on the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-2 on Jake Hubden. You notice Kyle Keene now warming up in the Decorah bullpen should the Vikes need him. 0-2 delivery. That one rolled toward short. Lipke will field. Sidearm toss over to first base to get Hubden by a step. 1 down here in the 6th inning. So you got to say, for the most part, Blaine has done the job keeping the Decorah offense at bay. He got out of a bases loaded, nobody out situation in the 4th inning with only 1 run scoring. Cole Sweska, 1 for 2. He's been on base all 3 times, swinging a foul right side and out of play. It is no balls and 1 strike. The stretch and the 0-1, swinging a pop-up foul. Right field, shallow right. Overrunning the ball a bit is Niels, and Niels lunges back and can't get there. So Sweska will reach with 1 out here in the 6th inning. Don't know if Niels got a glove on that one. They say they did upstairs. So that'll be Niels' 2nd error of the night.
He overran the ball.
So 6-3 the score, 2 down here in the 6th inning, or 1 down here in the 6th inning, and the batter is Austin Ashbacker. Ashbacker looks at the first one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Ashbacker doubled the left and scored in the first, flew out to left in the second, and reached on a infield bunt single in the 4th. That one smacked toward left center field, and that one over the head of the center fielder Hageman and all the way to the fence. Sweska being waved in. He will score without a play. Ashbacker coming to 3rd. He'll get there without a play. Austin now 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs on the night, and a 7-3 lead for Decorah. So a dropped fly ball and a triple for Austin Ashbacker. That'll be his 2nd triple of the year. His first one that didn't result in an out. The other one was up at La Crosse, in which he slid over the bag. As Tyler Downing now will come out and talk to Blaine. As Dustin Carey is the due hitter. Infield and battery all a part of that conversation. In the game up at Key High, up at La Crosse against Key High, Austin had a triple and he slid about 80% of the way towards third base. And on this surface, you slide pretty fast, and he ended up over sliding the bag and getting tagged out at third base. That time, he started his slide well early. Up at La Crosse, I'm glad there was a couple of fences in between him and the outskirts of the ballpark. Otherwise, he might have ended up in the Mississippi River up there. Dustin Carey is the batter. Infield up at all four spots. One down, runner at third. 7-3 the lead for Decorah. Carey 1 for 2 with a walk. Blaine working out of the stretch in the pitch. At the knees and for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Carey, an RBI triple in the first inning. Flew out to left in the third and walked in the fourth inning. No balls, 1 strike, the count on Carey. The 0-1 sails high for 1 ball, 1 strike. Decorah has scored in every inning except the 5th. They lead it 7-3. The 1-1 delivery, that one caught the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. One-two. Swung on fly ball left field relatively deep. Etherington looking up. That ball is off the bottom of the fence. Ashbacker will score easily, and a double for Carey, and an 8-3 lead for Decorah. So Dustin and Austin each with 2 RBI apiece in this game. Austin up to 43 RBIs. Dustin up to 41 RBIs. And the margin that much bigger heading to the top of the 7th inning as Kyle Kane is done warming up. He is at the plate now. He's the only Viking not to reach base safely tonight. Lined out to second in the first. Rounded to third in the third and hit into a double play in the 4th inning. The first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The runner at second and 1 out. Infield playing at normal depth. The 1-0 delivery. Backdoor breaking ball, but just missed outside. It is 2 balls, no strikes. 8-3 Decorah. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Comets in the 7th inning. Swing on, fly ball, center field. A late break for Caleb Hageman, and he will make the catch for the second out here in the 6th inning. So Kyle wearing the collar at 0 for 4. Runner at second, 2 in, 2 down. 6th inning for Brighton Meyer, who's been on base all 3 times. Meyer singled and scored in the 2nd inning, hit by a pitch and scored in the 3rd, and walked in the 5th inning. So he's officially 1 for 1, but has been on base all 3 times. And now Tyler Downing will come out and have another conversation with Blaine. This is where it's often confusing with fans. This is the 2nd visit of the inning for Downing, but a 3rd visit is required before a change is necessary in high school ball. It's not like the major league rules. As Meyer will be the batter. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom of the 6th inning, a 2 spot here in the 6th, backed up by 2 spots in the 1st and the 2nd inning as the pitch to Brighton Meyer. Outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Single tallies in the 3rd and the 4th for Decorah, 1 in the 2nd and 2 in the 4th for Charles City. The pause and the 0-1, swinging a foul, right side, out of play. So it's no balls, 2 strikes on Brighton Meyer. Walk on, and Waverly Shell Rock about a half hour after this one. (8-3) Decorah, 2 down, runner at second in the 0-2 to Meyer. That one sails outside for 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ashbacker 3 for 4, a single, a double, a triple, 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs. Carey 2 for 3, a double, a triple, and 2 RBIs. The offensive highlights for Decorah. Meyer's been on base all 3 times. The pitch swung on and missed. Second, Decorah batter to strike out tonight. And the side is out here in the 6th. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We go to the top of the 7th. The Vikes will try to close it out. They lead it by an 8-3 margin. Kyle Kane on to pitch the top half of the 7th inning for Decorah. And that will enter these changes. Kane moves from catcher to pitcher. Austin Ashbacker moves from DH to catcher. That means Decorah loses their DH, and that means Brady Dolly needs to leave the game. That allows Brett LaRue to move from shortstop to second, and Colin Nimrod to move from pitcher to shortstop. Nimrod, 74 pitches, 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, and no strikeouts on the night. Kyle on the season, making his 8th appearance, his 2nd in relief. 3-3 with the 2.91 ERA. Opponents hitting .201 against him. 33 2/3 innings, 30 hits, 14 earned runs, 8 walks, and 21 strikeouts. This is a non-save situation since Decorah is up by 5. And Caleb Hageman will be the batter for Charles City. Hageman flew out to center in the 2nd and grounded to short to knock in a run in the 4th inning. Decorah leading by a count of 8-3. And the first offering is in there for a strike from Kyle Kane. No balls and 1 strike. Hageman 0 for 2. Kyle with the 0-1, swung on and missed at a breaking ball in the dirt. No balls, 2 strikes. So just as we expected, Kyle's kind of going to be in that closer role here in the postseason. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 delivery, that one just barely missed, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count on Caleb Hageman. Decorah with 9 hits, Charles City with 3. Swinging a fly ball into right field. Underneath it is Brighton Meyer. He will make the catch for the first out here in the 7th inning. So this 3rd time through the order, the Comets have only had 1 base runner. That was Johnny Etherington, who was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. Levi Miller is 0 for 2, grounded to 3rd in the 3rd, grounded to 2nd in the 4th. They'll look at a strike, 0-1. Vikes got 2 in the 1st. RBI double by Ashbacker and an RBI triple by Carey. An RBI double with 2 outs by Niels in the 2nd inning made it 2-1. Vikes came back with 2 more in the 2nd inning. For next pitch low, 1 ball, 1 strike. A dropped fly ball and an RBI fielder's choice by Sweska made it 4-1. Decorah made it 5-1 on a LaRue base hit in the 5th. Pitch a strike, 1-2. Comets got 2 in the 4th inning. 1 on an error and 1 on an RBI ground out by Hageman. That made it 5-3. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss at a curveball. And Miller down on strikes. 2 down here in the 7th inning. And the batter will be Tyler LaBarge, who is 1 for 3. Grounded to the pitcher in the 1st. Infield hit in the 3rd and fouled to 1st in the 5th. Decorah got 1 on a wild pitch in the 4th inning and 2 in the 6th inning. RBI triple by Ashbacker, RBI double by Dustin Carey. First pitch, a fastball strike from Kyle Kane. It is no balls, 1 strike. Kyle gets the ball back, gets right back to work. The 0-1 swung on, popped up, shallow right. Retreating is LaRue. Backs up, yields to Brighton Meyer, who makes the catch, and that's a Viking victory. Decorah wins their 8th straight game by defeating Charles City here tonight by an 8-3 margin. 8 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors, and 8 runners left for Decorah. 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 errors, and 4 left for Charles City. Colin Nimrod, the winning pitcher for the Vikings. Nimrod, 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts. He improves to 11-2 on the season. And the losing pitcher, Sam Lipke for the Comets. Lipke on the season ends up with a 5-7 record. So Decorah now 22-10 on the season. And the Comets will bow out their campaign at 10-20. So it'll be a district final on Monday night for Decorah against either Walk-On or Waverly Shellrock at 7 o'clock. And we'll bring it to you at 6:50 that night as well. So many people to thank for making the broadcast possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you. That's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Viking fans, we know you enjoyed the outcome. Final score tonight, Decorah wins it 8-3. So coming up from a Decorah perspective, it will be district final action on Monday night. Decorah against either Walk-On or Waverly Shellrock. Our coverage will begin here from Waverly at 6:50. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll have Southwind District Final Baseball. The Warriors take on New Hampton in New Hampton. Our coverage for that one right here on AM 1240 KDEC will begin at around 6:50 for that one. So, for our entire KDEC sports team, Darren Swenson saying so long from Waverly. Decorah wins their district semifinal game 8-3 over Charles City. Thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll talk to you from New Hampton tomorrow night.